Hi, I'm Jeremy, and the beautiful lady standing next to me is my wife, Derry. Derry is a flight attendant. So what does that mean for me? Flight benefits. Free flight benefits. To go wherever I want, as often as I want. So join me on my adventures as I fly around as the standby husband. On this episode of The Standby Husband, we're meeting Derry in San Diego, where she has a layover on Christmas Day. When I travel, I like to leave about an hour and a half before my flight. I live about 30 minutes from the airport, 30 minutes to park, ride the SkyTrain and get through security, and then be there about 30 minutes before the flight, which is when they start to board. I wouldn't recommend this unless you're very familiar with the airport you're flying out of and our TSA pre-check. At the Sky Harbor East Economy lot, there is uncovered parking and 2 parking garages. The garage straight ahead and to the right is Garage A, and the one to the left is Garage B. I like to park in Garage B because it's newer and much bigger. I take a picture of my parking space to remember where I parked. B stands for what garage I'm in. 4 stands for what level I'm on, and the 148 is what parking space I'm in. The airport was decorated with a tree and some garland and a place to take a selfie or a family photo. The flight was just under an hour, and because of the time difference between Phoenix and California, I left Phoenix at 3 o'clock and landed California time at 2:58. It's always exciting flying into San Diego over the top of the city and next to the harbor. We booked a room at the Wyndham San Diego Bayside, located on North Harbor Drive and West Ash Street. We had stayed here in the past and really liked it, and it's very conveniently located. There are 3 towers on the property, 1, 2, and 3, and we stayed in Tower 3, which we had not in the past. Another nice thing about the Wyndham is they offer a free shuttle ride from the airport, which is about 10 minutes away. The nice thing about booking with Wyndham is it's going to be very clean, very modern, well-kept hotel. And we booked a king-size bed this time to have a little more room to stretch out and have a little more room for activities. The main reason we booked this hotel was for the harbor sunset view. We had gotten here just in time to enjoy the sunset, take a few selfies, and just unwind for the evening before we went out to dinner. I mean, look at that sunset. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? Speaking of dinner, since it was Christmas Day, I wanted to make sure there was a restaurant that was open that we could go to. So a few days prior, I went to a website I like to use, which also has an app called Open Table, where you can search your date, time, number in your party, and any location. Searching San Diego, I also like to use the map function, which has a filter where you can filter what neighborhood you like. And since we were having Italian food, we like to go to Little Italy. On Christmas Day, there were fewer selections, but we found one that looked interesting and was highly rated, so we made a 6 o'clock dinner reservation for the Allegro. We like to use rideshare when we travel to get around. I like to compare both Uber and Lyft for better price. You can see here, Uber for about a 4-minute wait was $10, and for a little bit longer wait, Lyft was half the price. And actually, Lyft showed up within about 5 minutes. At the restaurant, I stopped to take a selfie for the line we're about to skip because I made reservations. Once inside, we were seated in the patio portion of the restaurant, where the ceiling is decorated with lemons, celebrating Italy's famous drink, the limoncello. We started our dinner with a nice bottle of Pinot Noir from California. I ordered the seafood sampler, which Derry didn't have any of. Then I ordered the lobster raviolis, and Derry had pasta with meat sauce. For dessert, I had the chocolate mousse cake, and Derry had the tiramisu. Mine paired really well with our espresso martinis. After dinner, we headed to the hotel to put leftover dessert in our mini fridge and freshen up for the evening for a night on the town. When in San Diego, we like to go to the Gaslamp District, which is an older portion of San Diego, and a short Uber ride from where we were staying at the Wyndham. I had heard of a speakeasy downtown with live music, so we headed down to check it out. When we found the door, we went down the stairwell and found the Prohibition Lounge. They had a cool cocktail menu printed on a record, and unfortunately, there was no live music, which makes sense since it was Christmas. But we hung out for a little bit, checked out the decor, the red lights, gave everything a red hue. But after hanging out for a little bit, we decided to go check out a karaoke bar right around the corner. We found the Gas Lamp Lighter Karaoke Lounge, which had a really awesome vibe going, and Christmas decor everywhere. Derry had never tried karaoke before, so she wanted to, and of course wouldn't do it unless I joined in with her, which was fun, and we did a simple Christmas song. After a little bit, Derry had to show off her dance moves when nobody was singing. It had been nice to have my new camera that I could have left on the table and joined her on the dance floor. After some more fun at the karaoke lounge, we decided to call it a night and got back to the hotel room at about 2:30. The next morning, we decided to sleep in a long time. The Wyndham has 3 restaurants on property. We decided to go with Hazelwood's Deli since we slept in and had to leave soon. Leaving San Diego, I got to go home. However, Derry had to work the rest of her trip. Thank you for joining me on the Standby Husband as we explored San Diego. Please like and subscribe and join me on my next adventure as I fly standby.